Today's topic is on bones. First thing we're going to look at is the skeletal system. The skeletal system has 206 bones in total and consists of different types: flat, long, and irregular bones. You can find flat bones in the skull. When we look at this skull here, you'll see that at the front portion you have a frontal bone, the side a parietal, and the temporal bone. One of my favorite though is called the zygomatic. If you look down to what connects to this, you start thinking about the spine, or also called the vertebral column. The vertebral column has 7 cervical vertebrae, 12 thoracic vertebrae, 5 lumbar vertebrae, 5 sacrum vertebrae, and 1 coccyx. Generally, the coccyx is the one you break when you fall on your bum. These are all irregular bones. When you combine them with your skull ribs, you get the axial skeleton. This consists of 80 bones in total. What you're left with is the appendicular skeletal system. That consists of your arms and your legs, your collarbone and your scapulars. It has 126 bones in total, and if we look at each one individually, we have the humerus in the upper arm, the radius in the lower arm, the ulna also, and that connects to the carpals. You look down at the lower half, you have the femur bone, which is also a long bone. You also have the tibia and also the fibia, and they are all long bones. Also connect to the tarsals in the foot. The tarsals and the carpals are also irregular bones. When you look at the hand, you can see here that the wrist is also called the carpals, and then the connecting bones are the metacarpals and the phalanges. The way I remember carpals from tarsals is that your thumb radiates out, like you're thumbing down for a ride, and then when you get a ride, you're now in a carpal. We look at the foot, and you can see you have your tarsals, which bear the load of your body, and off to the side you have what they call the heel bone, which is tucked underneath. Then your metatarsals and your phalanges are connected to the rest of your foot through your tarsals. A good way of remembering the tarsals is that they bear all the weight, so they're quite strong. When we look at the forearm, our forearm is connected to our humerus through the radius and our ulna. The best way I can differentiate the two is that the radius radiates out from your thumb, which leaves the ulna all alone by itself. Now we'll have a look at the lower leg. The lower leg is connected to the femur through the tibia and the fibia. The tibia is the load bearing and the fibia is for movement. The way I remember the difference between these two is that the tibia is very strong and it can hold a ton of weight. And what else holds a ton of weight? A truck holds a ton of weight. And if you were to put a trailer behind a truck, it will then follow. So F for fibia, T for tibia.
Darling, you